Welcome along everybody, it's the fastest day of the week, qualifying Saturday, and we're here in Abu Dhabi.
Hello everybody, it's Joe here, and welcome back to my F1 24 career mode journey. This is the final race of Season 3. If you haven't seen the previous installment, do be sure to check that one out before you see this one. And if you've missed a few, do be sure to go catch up on my playlist, F1 24 career mode. This is your last chance to do so before spoilers. So if you need to catch up, do so now. Okay, spoiler alert. We come to Abu Dhabi as world champions, and the Constructors' Championship is clinched too. There is nothing left to play for on the table, so we come here just hoping to have a good race and finish off what has been an incredible season on a high. And I can announce that the My Team segment of this career mode will begin from Season 4 onwards. So next season will be a My Team season. And I'm hoping to do 4 of those before finishing off with one final driver season. We'll see how that goes though, and I will let you know what the plans are moving forwards from here. But for now, we're in Q2 here at Abu Dhabi, about to finish the lap. It looks like it's going to be good enough, well, it is good enough for P3, so I'm really happy with the pace there. The car is looking very strong, and Max Verstappen doesn't even make it into Q2. But there is literally no pressure this weekend. The championship is clinched, the Constructors is clinched, so the plan coming into this race is just try and have a bit of fun, and that's exactly what we're gonna do. And so far this lap's looking pretty good, clipping the curbs of the chicane. I love driving this track. It's a bit of a challenge, especially with the new layout, but it's fun, and that corner in particular does have a habit of catching me out, particularly in practice sessions. But here we are, about to finish the final qualifying lap of Season 3. And where is it going to put us? It's P2. So we're alongside Lando Norris on the front row of the grid for this final race of Season 3.
It's the final chapter of the season then here at the spectacular Yas Marina circuit. It's a race where the pole sitter failed to finish in 3 of the first 4 events. A front row start here is by no means a guarantee of victory. So we go into battle once more then, as we get underway at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Sunshine lines up on pole position, with Charles Leclerc alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Oscar Piastri, Perez, Russell, Fernando Alonso, Stroll, Gasly, Verstappen, Norris, Magnussen, Joe, Ocon, Hamilton, Behrman, Hulkenberg, Théo Pourchaire, Sainz, Tsunoda, and Alex Albon picks up the last spot on the grid. With preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track. And alongside me today is a man who needs no introduction, but I'll try anyway. It's Ant Davidson. I don't know about you, Ant, but it seems like only a couple of weeks ago we were talking ahead of the first race. Here we are, ahead of the last race. This year has just flown by.
Yeah, a lot of races to cover these days in Formula One, Crofty, as you well.
Right, it's been a long, hard season. We're almost at the end, but we cannot switch off until after that checkered flag today. Let's try and end today's race on a high note.
We've got 29 laps ahead of us in this season finale. Let's have some fun. We're up to pole. Leclerc's up to second because Norris has a grid penalty. And we're underway for this season finale. Charles Leclerc with an insane start going down the inside. And Charles Leclerc leads here in Abu Dhabi on this first lap. We're having settled for second. and Sergio Perez in the V-Carb car moving up to P3. Alonso and Piastri are disputing P4 at the moment, and I'm getting ready to set up a potential overtake on Leclerc here. Like I said, there's nothing to fight for here. We're just having a bit of fun as we blast down the straight. Leclerc's going to go defensive. I'm going to try and go to the outside, side by side, into the chicane we go. Leclerc holding the position. I'm trying to hold it around the outside. And we have held it, and we take the lead here in Abu Dhabi. But Charles Leclerc is going to be coming back at me, but he's not quite got the legs down this straight. And in fact, he's got Sergio Perez giving him a little bit of bother there, and that's allowing me to pull clear. But by the end of lap 2, Leclerc has pulled right back up to us again. So we're not exactly getting away out front here, and we are going to have to race our teammate quite hard if we want this win. Lap 2 then. Waters, Leclerc, Perez, Alonso, Piastri, your top 5, ending the second lap and moving on to the third lap. Charles Leclerc is the fastest lap. He has the inside line, and does he have the race lead? Yes, he does. Fighting it here, and Leclerc having to back out, and we retake the lead once again. That is an overtaking move you don't often see around here, but we make it work. Heading on to the DRS straight now. Has Charles Leclerc got anything he can fight back at us with? He's 6/10 behind, so he is relatively close, and he might decide that he fancies having a go down the straight, but at the moment he stays. But no, he doesn't. He's going down the inside. Leclerc having a look, but we're covering him off. We've hit the curb. We've given him space. Leclerc on the left, and Leclerc is getting the move done. Charles Leclerc retakes the lead here in Abu Dhabi, and here comes Sergio Perez going up into P2. Perez getting that move done, and that was pretty insane driving by Sergio Perez there. Absolutely incredible, moving himself into P2, but we're going to try and take him back, staying very closely with the V-Carb driver. Lap 4, and we've already seen a lot of wheel-to-wheel racing at this stage. I'm getting back into the slipstream of Sergio Perez. We're going to start having a look at getting past Sergio Perez. He goes to cover. We're going to break that bit later though, try and go around the outside, and I think we have got Perez again up into P2. And this time we'll be protected by having DRS from Leclerc as well, but that's not going to be enough to stop Perez thinking about a look. We cover him off and we hold on to the position for now. And that's a purple middle sector for us, so I'm really quite happy to be taking a purple middle sector there, but we're staying on the back of our teammate. We are not letting him disappear down the road. That's a dive down the inside that was just never going to work. Leclerc coming back at it, and we're side by side now, heading into the third sector. Who's going to be later and braver heading into this sector? It's going to be Leclerc. Leclerc having none of our shenanigans and moving up into the lead again. Okay, we had to fight that one, but we didn't fight it quite hard enough, because Leclerc retaking the lead in this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, and we've still got 21 laps to go. Getting ever closer to Leclerc. Leclerc's going to cover. We're going to go to the outside, try and sweep round. We've got a bit too deep there, and Leclerc's still on the inside. But this time we've made it work, and this time we've got into the lead of the Grand Prix. Lap 10. Leclerc's now coming back at us down the inside, and Leclerc is retaking the lead. This is such a fight here. And Leclerc is not willing to give this up easy, if at all. He is going to be quite hard to beat here. So I reckon we've just got to keep pushing him and see if he makes a mistake. But look how close we are here. Surely this is going to be a move back for P1. Meanwhile, Alonso, Piastri and Perez have all dropped further behind. We're going down the inside of our teammate, but it's not quite working. Leclerc being brave round the outside and keeping the position. But look at the run we've got here. Are we going to be able to pull off a move down the inside? Oh, that's going to be a chancy one. And now we've got the outside line. And this time, we are getting past our teammate and retaking the lead. All this in one lap. This is such great racing in this season finale. And we're back in the lead. But I think Leclerc, he's going to want to go in his favourite zone here. He is having a go. He's sticking it down the inside. And Leclerc, who loves an overtake at turn 1, getting it done. And this time, not overcompensating and overly covering. And Leclerc able to hold on to the lead. But we're going to have the DRS advantage coming down the straight. Look how late I break into the hairpin. That's just insane. Coming down the straight then. There's Leclerc dead in front of me. Can we get ahead? Look at the gap. It's coming down. It's coming down. We're going to be going for the inside here. Leclerc covers. To the outside we go. No way through there. Trying to hold it out around the outside. I've got in tight and made contact with my teammate. Not just that, but I've hit the curb very hard. And that might damage the floor of my car. Final pit stop of the season then. For old time's sakes, of course we got a problem changing the tyre. We've had it all season. Pretty much every race we have had an issue with changing tyres. What's that thing Valtteri Bottas says? Traditions. Out of the pits we come then, and we should be in a good position. We're in P10, but obviously the guys ahead of us need to pit. And we've got a nice clear track to try and perform something of an undercut. But Leclerc, where we had a slow stop, might have an advantage here. It all depends on how his pit stop goes. And I think that's Leclerc coming out of the pits underneath us now. So where are we going to be in relation? It's going to be very, very close. There is Charles Leclerc just ahead of us. Literally 2 tenths in it. And that is the difference a bad pit stop can make. So we're now trying to get back after our teammate onto the DRS straight once again. And there is still a whole half of this Grand Prix to go. Down the inside. No, Leclerc covers it. We are not having us go down the inside. We switch to the outside. We go side by side. Have we got it done? Yes, we have. And Alonso and Piastri are still battling it out over 5th. And look at Pierre Gasly up into P3. So Gasly has made some big gains out of nowhere. It's like Monza all over again, where Gasly just somehow turns up at the front of the field. We've retaken the lead of the Grand Prix. Leclerc did have a look at the end of the sector. No way through there, but look at this. Gasly and Russell are now all getting involved in this battle. We've hit the curb too hard. We've gone wide. That's going to allow Leclerc through. And Pierre Gasly's going to want a look as well, because he is less than 3 tenths behind. He's going for it down the inside. And Gasly not quite able to put it off. But we've gone deep. We have gone deep. And Gasly pulling it off and moving his Alpine into second place. Oh, Gasly's having a wonderful race once again, isn't he? He's really had a habit this season of putting that Alpine in places it shouldn't be. He finished in P2 in Monza. And is he going to try and go one better here as we clip the apex and end another lap? But Gasly is falling back from Leclerc, which means we're losing time. So we've got to attack him in the Alpine. And I'm hoping we can get through this time round. It's going to be difficult, but we're going to try and have him. Not quite there. We're going to have to do it on the next straight. And I have saved up a bit of battery, particularly for this straight, so that we can attack him here. But this straight is not quite as long as the first straight, and it's going to take longer to catch, but we are catching. We are catching. We are diving up the inside, and we are taking P2 away from Pierre Gasly. Gasly trying to fight me around the outside, but not succeeding in fighting me there. And now we're back into second, and I'm trying to close in on Leclerc, but he's 2.5 seconds ahead, and I think at this stage he's still pulling away. He's a little bit faster than us at this stage, so Leclerc, I think, is looking set to win the Grand Prix, And every lap we've just fallen bit by bit further behind Charles Leclerc. It's now 7 seconds. Oscar Piastri having a look to the inside. We cover him, but we've gone deep and Piastri's got us back. Piastri manages to make it work. I'm now trying to get the run back on him for a little dive up the inside here. We're taking the dive. It's not worked. We've taken Piastri off and Gasly moves into second. Stroll moves into third and clips my car as he does so. We're down to fourth and fighting off Piastri and Verstappen. Oh, I should have just let that one go. And I should have stayed wide, let Stroll go. In the end, we've just clipped him and damaged ourselves. Look at Piastri trying to go around the outside on this penultimate lap. And we're nursing some car damage. Oh, the dive on Piastri, it was careless. I shouldn't have taken it. I should have let him go and tried to get him on the DRS. But now Piastri's got us back for fourth. I'm trying to go and get the place back and retake fourth. And I'm coming back across on the racing line and we've hit Piastri again. I thought I had the move done, which is why I was moving back to the racing line. And Piastri getting caught up again. We lose the place to him and Verstappen. And we drop down to 6th. Oh, I think a little end-of-term brain fade contributed to the end of that race. Charles Leclerc wins. It's P6 for us. Oh, so many things I should have done differently in that. But at least it's the final race of the season and there was nothing to lose.
And Leclerc to the line, to the checkered flag. It's King Charles today. He wins.
Well, great victory today for the final race of the season, and you take that energy with you through the end of the year, through the winter break, and it's important because your team lives off of that. You want them to deliver you the best possible car for the start of next season's campaign.
Ferrari are at it again. An excellent performance at today's Grand Prix, and they're certainly a team that know what they're doing out there. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a wrap. What a season it's been. I'm off to put my feet up now before it all starts again next year. Take care.
So Charles Leclerc ends what was a pretty rotten season with a win. Lance Stroll, incredible finish in second. Gasly gets third. Perez and Verstappen fourth and fifth. We drop to 6th. Oh, I'm so sorry, Oscar Piastri. I genuinely... That was brain fade there. The first move I shouldn't have done anyway. Like, that was just me getting desperate to take the place back. The second one was a bit of brain fade, thinking I had the move done, and I just hadn't. But there's your final standings. 50 points ahead of Max Verstappen, who's second. Lando Norris takes third in the standings, and a fight well done in my opinion. Russell is fourth, Alonso fifth, Leclerc ends his miserable season 6th. Hamilton 7th, Piastri 8th, Stroll 9th, Tsunoda 10th, Perez gets 11th, Gasly gets 12th, Sainz gets 13th, Esteban Ocon is 14th in the standings. I really thought Sauber had more points than that, to be honest, because they always seem to be there or thereabouts. 15th in the standings is Oliver Behrman, pretty dismal season for him. Nico Hülkenberg is 16th. Kevin Magnussen is 17th after a bit of a resurgence towards the end of the season. Zhou is 18th, Porsche 19th, and Alex Albon the final point scorer in 20th, and all 20 drivers scoring points. Ferrari winning the Constructors' Championship quite comfortably over Mercedes, McLaren a third, Aston Martin fourth, Red Bull fifth, VCarb sixth, Alpine seventh, Sauber eighth, Haas ninth, and Williams completing all 10. Like I said, that final race was just a bit of end-of-term brain fade for me, but it was hard fought. I enjoyed this season. Thank you for watching this season of Career Mode. Do please join me next season when we launch my team, and until the next upload, I've been Joe, TTFN, ta-ta for now, take care of yourselves, enjoy the rest of your day.